Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, today I want to talk about a company that just kind of came on the scene recently. It's kind of crazy that with all the cut rate tool companies out there, a company called Vevor has kind of hit the market pretty hard, and I've actually bought quite a few tools from them so far. And I'm all about saving $1 when I can, so grab a wheel, take it in somewhere, pay the money that they want to break it down, and honestly, just doing it yourself is an easier way sometimes. So I thought, well, for as cheap as it was gonna be, it was under $75, let's give it a shot and see what it's all about. So in the past, I've been able to buy quite a few tools from Vevor, and I've been really impressed with the quality so far. So I ended up buying one of their transmission jacks, and actually been a really good purchase. It works great, it's cheap, it's not something that I use all the time, but it's a product that I could recommend pretty highly. Also, I've bought their drain catch pan for underneath the cars, and bought a couple stands for the support stands for underneath the lift. But in general, I've been really impressed with the quality of their products. That's not to say that this one could be the one that's going to disappoint me. So let's take a look at it and see what comes in the box. And we'll kind of unbox it a little bit. I won't waste a lot of time on that. I'll get it set up, and hopefully by the end of the video we can break down a tire and just see what that kind of looks like. So it comes in just a pretty nondescript box, but let's break this thing open and see what kind of parts we have with this. All right, so inside the box it's just your normal nondescript packaging that comes with it. There's really not a lot to this whole process, it looks like, but we'll get it torn apart here and see what it looks like. The packaging that comes with this is pretty simple. It's the instructions actually have pictures for a change, and it's not in Japanese, so that's a good thing. So we will try to get this thing put together and see what it looks like. Does look like it does come with anchor bolts to put it in the floor, which I wasn't actually expecting. I was planning on purchasing a different one, but extra things to kind of take this up a notch. I did watch a few other videos on similar style products that seem to work better with some additional accessories that you could actually build yourself to help make it more like a standard tire changer. That's basically it. I'm going to get some tools and get this thing tightened up, and then we're going to work on mounting it to the floor. I think I'm just going to put it, I want to do some flush mount fasteners in the floor, just simply because I think it would be a lot better to just be able to remove it, have it flush, just bolt it down when I need it, and it won't have to be sitting here in the middle of the shop. Let me grab some tools and I'll get this thing tightened up. All right, we got the tire changer mounted. Wasn't too hard. I was having problems with some dull bits, but I actually made it through okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take a tire and break it down and just see how it works. And see how hard this is. This is a really old tire too. I don't know how old this was. This was on a 50 Chevy I bought, and well, that side broke down fairly easily. And that wasn't too bad either. This does have a centering pin to put in your lug, so we'll use that. And there you go. Didn't seem to take too much time. Actually, it worked pretty well for a tire that's been on for probably 30 years to be able to break it loose. I think where you set the tire on the bead to break it on the floor, I think if it was raised up a little bit, it would help. So my takes on the Vevor machine, I think it's great. It seems fairly sturdy for what I need it for. I'm out of wind. But for what I need it for, I think it'll work just fine. One of the things that I plan to do is do a couple little upgrades to this, and I'll do a video on that later on. But for all in all, $75. You can decide if it's worth it for you. Thanks again for tuning in to Garage 3030. We're gonna have more car content, some pretty big trips, road rallies. We're going on Power Tour this year. So follow us, like us, subscribe. It always helps the channel. So we look forward to seeing you in a future video. And once again, thanks for stopping by.